A breathtaking welcome, significant soul, at the present time of partnership. License me, the Most High, to articulate my presence in your life and to guide you with light and truth. I have seen your solicitations and heard your troubles, and by I unite get for you elevating proclamations and backing. The concordance go with you, regardless of what the circumstances you face on your trip. I'm ageless and all solid, and my friendship for you will not at any point decline. May these words contact your heart and sustain your trust in me. For sure, even in the haziest minutes, you are following some great people's example. I'm here to help you and to coordinate your means. Trust in me, and I will show you the way to certifiable flourishing and light. Permit this second to be the beginning of one more trip for you. May my understanding fill your cerebrum, and my warmth illuminate your soul. Trust in me, and I will go with you continually. May these words be a wellspring of comfort and inspiration for you in the sum of your endeavors. Remember, I'm by and large here, ready to help you in problematic times and to celebrate with you in previews of happiness. In this monstrous universe where presence lays, your fights are not unnoticeable. I, the sublime, see the difficulties that trouble your heart. I witness the battles you face, the inquiries that plague your mind, and the loads that do whatever it may take to overwhelm your spirit. Understand that your fights are not greatly. Each challenge you experience is an opportunity for improvement, a chance to foster flexibility and strength. To be sure, in any event, despite difficulty, you are good for phenomenal things. Make an effort not to give up, dear soul, for I'm with you for the most part. In your previews of weakness, I'm your fortitude. In your depictions of vulnerability, I'm your sureness. Trust toward me, and together we will investigate the whirlwinds of life. Remember, it is through the haziest nights that the stars shimmer generally marvelous. Your fights are by temporary shadows, brief in the brilliance of until the end of time. Embrace them as any entryways for change and restoration. Notwithstanding how the road may be long and troublesome, understand that I walk near you continually. Lay on me, and I will give you rest. Search for solace in my presence, and I will comfort you with the affirmation of my love. And courage, for your fights will not continue on forever. In their passing, you will emerge more grounded, more brilliant, and more grounded than already. Trust in the trip, dear soul, for I'm guiding you toward a more mind-blowing tomorrow. Inside you lies a wellspring of boundless potential, fit to be delivered. Significant inside the openings of your being, there exists an inventory of fortitude, intensity, and quickness incredible. The opportunity has arrived to mix to the truth of your own power. Make an effort not to misconstrue the size of your internal strength. You are good for overcoming any obstacle, defeating any test, and achieving any truth you set your focus on. The capacity to change your life exists in your grasp. You ought to just associate and clutch it. Embrace the power inside you, dear soul, and let it guide you on your journey. Trust in your sense. Focus on the mumbles of your heart, and follow the way that resonates with your most significant longings. For it is in embracing your genuine self that you will open the most extreme limit of your being. Discard the shackles of self-vulnerability and fear, and step strikingly into the brilliance of your own importance. Genuinely trust yourself as I put confidence in you, for you are a glorious being prepared for wonderful achievements. With certainty and affirmation, you can do everything possible and manifest otherworldly events. Understand that you are never alone on your outing. I'm here, close to you ceaselessly, coordinating and supporting you continually. Draw strength from my presence and let it support you amidst vulnerability and weakness. Embrace the power inside you, dear soul, and permit it to edify the way forward. With metal in your heart and affirmation in your spirit, there is nothing you can achieve. The capacity to shape your destiny exists in your grip. Embrace it and watch as miracles spread out before you. Life is a trip of self-exposure, a steady examination of the profundities of your being. It is an excursion into the dark, stacked up with energizing curves in the street, challenges and wins. Embrace this outing earnestly, for it is through the course of self-disclosure that you will uncover your genuine explanation and potential. Grant yourself to be intrigued about what your personality is and what you can do. Explore the profundities of your soul, jumping into the mysterious openings of your mind and heart. Present yourself the extreme requests. Overcome your misgivings and embrace your shortcomings. For it is in defeating our sensations of fear that we track down our most noticeable strength, and in embracing our shortcomings that we track down our real power. Embrace the journey of self-disclosure with an open heart and a curious mind. Search out new experiences, challenge your convictions, and step past your standard scope of commonality. It is through these experiences that you will learn and create, progressing into the best version of yourself. Recognize your victories and gain from your mistake. Each experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity for improvement and learning. Embrace the outlines life presents to you, and grant them to shape you into the singular you are expected to be. Review that self-revelation is a well-established trip, and there is no last goal. Embrace the communication, and trust that each step you take conveys you closer to your genuine self. Embrace the trip of self-divulgence, dear soul, and let it lead you to a presence of fulfillment, reason, and pleasure. Trust in the outing, dear soul, for every redirection, each test and win is guiding you toward your last area. Life is a heavenly weaving of experiences, each string woven with reason and significance. In the midst of weakness, it is typical to have a stressed and implausible attitude toward the way forward. However, understand that every obstacle you experience is an opportunity for improvement, every disaster a model and cover. Trust in the knowledge of the universe, and have certainty that everything is spreading out definitively as it should. Embrace the dark with an open heart and a curious mind, for it is through examination and exposure that you will find your genuine explanation. License yourself to be coordinated by nature and internal knowledge, and let go of the need to control each outcome. Surrender to the movement of life, and trust that it will convey you definitively where you ought to be. To be sure, even in the haziest of minutes, accept that the light is at this point shining inside you. Trust your flexibility and strength, and understand that you are good for getting through any difficulty. Trust in the power of friendship to patch, to change, and to guide you back to the method of agreement and fulfillment. As you adventure forward, trust in the natural respectability of the universe and the philanthropy of the grand. Understand that you are continually maintained and gotten regardless when the road ahead seems, by all accounts, to be questionable. Trust in the outing, dear soul, and let it lead you as per the general inclination of your most significant desires. Embrace the trip of self-disclosure, dear searcher, for it is a blessed excursion to the profundities of your being. Inside you lies a universe fit to be explored, a jackpot of knowledge and understanding that is yours to reveal. In the quiet depictions of care, license yourself to strip back the layers of trim and suspicion and dive into the focal point of your real substance. Embrace all pieces of yourself, the light and the shadow, the joy and the pain, for each holds a fundamental perspective for opening the insider facts of your soul. As you adventure inside, foster a sensation of interest and wonder, and push toward yourself with delicacy and compassion. Embrace the bits of yourself that you could have stayed away from, and see them not as flaws, yet rather as lovely highlights of your humankind. Embrace the course of advancement and change, understanding that each step you take conveys you closer to the truth of what your character is. License yourself to create and expand, shedding old models and convictions that at absolutely no point in the future serve you, and wandering into the fruition of your actual limit. Embrace the outing of self-divulgence as a well-established encounter, stacked up with depictions of exposure and disclosure. Claim the wonderfulness of your uniqueness, and honor the understanding that lives inside you. Embrace yourself totally and gladly, and let your internal light shimmer splendidly so all the world could see. In the midst of life's pandemonium and turmoil, foster the place of refuge of internal amicability inside yourself, dear searcher. Understand that real amicability isn't found in the external world, yet rather in the profundities of your own being. Begin by making blessed depictions of serenity and quietness, where you can pull out from the disturbance of the remainder of the world and partner with the quiet understanding that stays inside. Whether through reflection, request, or basically sitting and examining segregation, license yourself to sink into the profundities of your interior quietness. Foster a demonstration of care where you convey your undivided focus to the ongoing second without judgment or association. Notice the rhythm of your breath, the sensations in your body, and the considerations that cross your contemplation, seeing them with the sensation of separated interest. Release the need to control or go against the movement of life, and surrender to the normal repeating example of presence. Trust in the natural solicitation and wisdom of the universe, understanding that everything spreads out in divine timing. Search for solace in nature, where you can reconnect with the rhythms of the earth and find solace in the eminence of the typical world. License yourself to be taken care of by the fragile embrace of the earth, and let its peaceful energy quiet your spirit. Work on exonerating in sympathy, both for yourself as well as other people, conveying the loads of scorn and shock that weigh significant on your heart. Embrace the repairing power of love and absolving, and let it wash away any holding up traces of torture or sharpness. Realize that certifiable harmony isn't the non-appearance of hardship or fight, yet, or perhaps the closeness of internal concordance and tranquility, for sure inside the center of life's tempests. Foster this harmony inside yourself and allow it to be a coordinating light that edifies your direction through the lack of definition. Costly searcher, inside the center of life's difficulties and weaknesses, remember to get a handle on the groundbreaking control of appreciation. Foster a heart flooding with thankfulness for the enrichments that polish your life, both tremendous and little. Require a moment every day to consider the wealth that incorporates you, from the glow of the sun on your skin to the revere of sidekicks and family that upholds you. Allow appreciation to be the point of convergence through which you see the world, moving your middle from lack to riches. Sharpen the craftsmanship of cautious appreciation, relishing every moment with deference and wonderment. Whether it's a stunning sunrise, a thoughtful word from an outsider, or a straightforward feast imparted to esteemed ones, license yourself to lower inside the extravagance of each experience totally. Express your appreciation directly and generously, promoting earnest much appreciated to the people who have contacted your life in significant ways. Whether through a deciphered note, a warm handle, or a fundamental smile, let your appreciation be a reference point of light that lights up the existences of others. For sure, inside the go up against of trouble, try to find silver linings and concealed favors, and trusting that each challenge conveys with it the seeds of advancement and change. Handle the examples that life ought to offer, realizing that without a doubt the most obscure minutes can ultimately prompt more conspicuous insight and understanding. Overall, foster a spirit of appreciation that infiltrates each point of your being, making you indescribably pleased and fulfillment. Allow appreciation to be your consistent sidekick on the movement of life, guiding you with style and knowledge constantly. My costly kid, inside the profundities of your spirit, find the quality to get a handle on the extraordinary control of exonerating. Release the weights of contempt and sharpness that weigh overpowering on your heart, and grant the retouching emollient of absolution to carry harmony and opportunity to your spirit. Added that exculpating isn't around supporting or exonerating the wrongs that have been finished to you, however, or perhaps around freeing yourself from the shackles of shock and torture. By absolving the individuals who have hurt you, you recuperate your power and recuperate command over your case account. Remission might be a gift that you essentially award yourself, a holy demonstration of self-esteem and compassion. Yet again, by relinquishing hard feelings and complaints, you free yourself up to the believability of recovering and re-energizing, allowing treasure and light to stream wholeheartedly into your life. Sharpen exculpating not figuratively speaking towards others, but rather also towards yourself, for we are faulty animals, reeling en route of life, learning and creating with each step. Excuse yourself for past messes up and deficiencies, and embrace the excursion of self-revelation and self-empathy. Realize that exonerating could be a plan, and it might require investment to totally relinquish the torture and hurt that you simply convey inside you. Be patient and delicate with yourself as you investigate this movement, and trust that with each demonstration of exculpating, you draw nearer to completeness and repairing. Overall, remember that exonerating might be a consecrated demonstration of class, a heavenly gift that has the control to completely change yourself in manners you won't ever imagine. Handle the liberating control of remission and let it set you elect to carry on with an existence of enjoyment, harmony, and satisfaction. My revered kid, in the midst of vulnerability and uncertainty, search for heading and cleverness from the people who have walked the way before you. Incorporate yourself with guides, educators, and clever, more seasoned people who can offer you figuring out, support, and direct on your movement through life. Try not to falter to contact the individuals who include insight and adroitness inside the districts where you search for bearing, whether it be in things of the heart, vocation, powerful presence, or individual turn of events. Search for the people who can offer you keen aid and suitable urging to help you investigate the difficulties and open doors that lie ahead. Remember that looking for direction is definitely not an indication of shortcoming, yet rather an affirmation to your solidarity and lowliness. It takes quality to admit after you really want offer help, and astuteness to perceive just can't persistently go solo. Be available to the keenness of others, however additionally trust your case inside heading and intuition. Significant inside you lies a wellspring of smarts and knowledge, ready to be taken advantage of. At some margin to quiet your astuteness, check out the murmurs of your spirit, and accept the course that rises out of inside. Looking for direction is definitely not a one-time event, however, or perhaps a non-stop sharpen of searching for data, endlessly understanding. Develop a spirit of interest and receptiveness, and never stop learning and creating on your excursion through life. Overall, accept that you are never alone on your movement. The universe is consistently thinking up in support of yourself, guiding you en route of your generally raised perfect. Trust inside the heavenly insight that encompasses you, and know just are consistently maintained and directed on your excursion through life. My costly youngster, life is a movement loaded up with endlessly churns, promising and less promising times, joys and troubles. Handle every moment since it comes, for it is each of thee a part of the superb weaved work of art of your life. Remember that every contribution, whether positive or negative, holds inside it a productive illustration and a chance for improvement. Handle the difficulties that come your direction, for they are the impetus for your singular change and progression. Try not to face the flood of life yet, or perhaps respect it with an open heart and astuteness. Accept that everything occurs for an explanation, which you are definitively where you are suggested to be in this moment. Handle shakiness and adjust, for they are in a manner of speaking constants throughout everyday life. License yourself to relinquish wants and associations, and in step, give up to the normal rhythm and stream of life. Praise your triumphs and perspectives, yet to handle your failure and adversities. They are not indications of survived yet, or perhaps openings to learn, develop, and advance into the most raised type of yourself. Most importantly, handle the movement with appreciation for the significant endowment of life. Treasure every second, value each experience, and experience every day with energy, reason, and closeness. Remember that the excursion isn't around coming to an objective, but instead roughly getting a handle on the greatness and contemplate of the actual way. Thus, my costly kid, embrace the movement with an open heart and a joyful soul, and let the charm of life spread out sometime as of late year. Taking everything into account, my darling kid, recollect that you're never alone on your movement through life. I'm consistently here, guiding you, supporting you, and loving you genuinely. Trust in yourself, trust in the heavenly arrangement, and accept that everything is unfurling exactly on the grounds that it should. As you investigate the endlessly turns of life, may you track down quality in your difficulties, knowledge in your experiences, and elegance in your movement. Handle every moment with appreciation and revere, realizing that each step you take is driving you nearer to your authentic reason and generally essential potential. Realize that you are boundlessly, endlessly treasured, which your light sparkles splendidly inside the world. May you generally stroll in the illumination of truth, love, and heavenly course, and may your heart be loaded up with harmony, happiness, and riches. With all my treasure and enrichments, you sublime bow.